What are the human levels of consciousness and how do they influence our lifestyle? We can get a lot of different answers to this question depending on who we ask this. Sigmund Freud, founder of psychoanalysis, saw consciousness in 3 levels. 1. The day conscious, what we now think, feel, and perceive. 2. The preconscious, what we've forgotten but can easily retrieve. And 3. The unconscious, what we call programmed. So everything that has become unconscious and which we no longer have to think about. The American psychiatrist David R. Hawkins developed a consciousness scale from 0 to 1,000, divided into 3 scales. Scale 1, constricted, what we call the programmed brain. Scale 2, expanded. And Scale 3, enlightened, what we call the smart brain. According to him, 85% of humanity is still in Scale 1, the narrowed consciousness. Deepak Chopra, a spiritual leader and writer on, among other things, consciousness development, describes 1. The physical consciousness, the intuitive and instinctive, and what we call the programmed brain. 2. The intellect and ego consciousness, opinions and control. And 3. The self-consciousness, reflection and self-direction. If you study these theories, you'll see that there is always mention of a programmed subconscious, a level of consciousness called instinctive, intuitive, or narrowed, and that according to many determines 95 to 98% of our behavior. Our lifestyle is apparently mainly regulated by the learned patterns, which we try to curb, but which we apparently have trouble achieving. Are we then at the mercy of our learned pattern and, as Freud put it, slave to our subconscious? Or is there an escape? Can we develop from unconscious to self-conscious? From unconsciously unhealthy to consciously healthy? If our programming continues to determine our behavior and our whole lives, then we are, as evidenced by the 70-year increasing rates of disease, overweight, obesity, and diabetes development, at an increasing risk of living with diabetes in the last 20 to 30 years of our lives, and likely also other single or multiple chronic diseases. So the big question is, can we turn our unconscious, unhealthy behavior into a healthy lifestyle? What can we learn from this? If we don't gain new lifestyle and mindset knowledge, we run the risk of a lifetime of unhealthy living. As an international team, we set to work with this question and found very exciting and promising answers to it. In the next chapter, Nutrition for Our Subconscious, we'll discuss this in more detail.